Adjust the camera a little bit. Okay, this is going to be a short and sweet video on the update for Mac, Rosie's boyfriend from the Jetsons. Okay, so this is basically about the solution for the connection between the file cabinet and the office chair itself. That is basically what makes Mac's legs up. He is made up of junk office parts created by the maintenance guy. I can't remember the guy's name right off in Jetson's building. But yeah, he is all spare parts. And I was trying to figure out what the hell I was going to do about the pivot down here, because I wanted some kind of articulation for Mac. I wanted to be able to tilt him to the left and right like that. Pretty much the same solution I came up with for Rosie. Hers was a little bit more complicated because she was so top heavy, but I don't anticipate Mac being that top heavy. There's not going to be near as much body mass and complicated body parts and stuff like that involved. And I have already established that he's going to have counterweight or counterbalance issues also, just like Rosie, because that tilt. I always want that tilt like he has in that picture right there. That's straight from the cartoon. It's a screenshot from the cartoon. And I wanted him to lean back like that. You know, it just gives a figure personality, articulation. Also wanted this. So the best solution is not always the most complicated. So I went for simple, and I wanted the least amount of kibble down here as possible. So I actually used the same Strux ball joint, oversized ball joint that I did with Rosie. It's about this big, and I had to pretty much chop off the stem, rivet it straight into the chair legs. And I did have to, I was trying to work with what I had already, but I had to modify the bracket that I already had extending out down here, and I just simply went up at a 90-degree angle and mounted it straight to the female socket part of the ball joint, and that solved the problem right there. I was pretty excited about that. I just slept on it and got away from it a few days, and that was it. You know, I was trying to brainstorm this the other night. I was like, why am I trying to fight this? I really need to try to get that ball joint in there and minimize the connection. It's perfect. So it actually kind of looks like it belongs there, like it's natural, and I only have maybe an half inch, 5/8 of an inch connection between there, and I am perfectly fine with that. It looks good. It's fine. I think it'll be okay. So he's going to have all this beautiful tilt. I mean, this is extreme, but this is all I wanted right here, just like that. And side to side, and I'm not sure that the side to side motion is really going to be necessary, but I wanted a little bit, just like Rosie, and have Mac be able to stand on his own without falling over, because obviously at this point, you know, he's really top heavy and wants to lean back, but he does have forearms, and that is my counterbalance solution. So the weight's going to be kind of distributed and extending out to help balance out the front half of the body, so he doesn't want to fall back. If it's still a problem after I get the arms on there, I can always add counterweights in the bottom of this in the front, just like I did Rosie. I wanted her to have a forward tilt, so I added a lot of counterweight balance rods in the back. I just kept lining them up until she stabilized and found that neutral line of balance. So same thing I'll do with him. Simple solution. So here's an inside look at what I did there. I used a piece of just typical let's see, what is that, 3/4 inch right angle aluminum, and I just took that 3/4 flat bar, just bent it straight up, riveted these two pieces, together, and that was pretty much it. It was a simple solution, and I got my little office chair illusion there, file cabinet. So I'm ready to go. I'm ready to work my way up now. So I got something to work with now. So here he is. He is. She doesn't have her base on right now, so he is a lot taller than she is, but they're going to be pretty close in height. He's going to be just a tad taller. So being the guy, being the male robot, so he's going to be a little bit taller. And so that was really the only thing that was bugging me about this. And, I kind of hit a rut a couple of days ago. Kind of got aggravated with it. It was late, I was tired, and I decided to just walk away for a little bit. And I was like, I'm overlooking something here, and I'm looking too far into it, and that's exactly what it was. I just took the ball joint and just went straight up and down with it, chopped off the stem of the male part of it, the ball of it, and just riveted straight up the butt of it, and reduced that in half, and I pretty much just got the thickness of the ball joint and socket itself, and it came out perfect. You know, it's perfect height. May have to modify a little bit, do something kind of slick to reinforce a little bit. I may have to replace this eventually with all the wear and tear, but there's more downward force on this than Rosie. She had a lot of force and friction going on at an angle, so it was harder to stabilize her on one little ball joint with all that top heavy weight that she had. I mean, she weighed a ton. She really did. But I don't anticipate that much. I mean, there's not much to his body when you look at him. I mean, it's his arms, and then the rest is pretty much his head up there. I'd probably put his head on a ball joint or a swivel or something, you know, get some kind of movement up there. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. But this was the part that I was worried about, the tricky part. Getting the height right and the balance and having some kind of starting point. But I think I'm off to a good start. So I'm going to wrap this up and post it tonight. Hope you enjoyed this little update. And y'all have a good one. Kingbotz out.